Welcome to game night tonight. Indeed, we are streaming. My wife was just checking in to see if we were, and here we are streaming. Are you Sir Cadogan today? Are you Sir? Like, I don't even know what you are, Sir. He is just Sir. We will call him Sir tonight. As always, I'm Brady. This is Sir, and
it's not Sir tonight. It's just
Sir Knight.
Yeah,
Sir Knight. Okay,
Sir Knight.
Yeah, it's great. All right, we are going to see some bugs here shortly because we are going to be playing Scarabya. Now, this game, as Hurricane will attest to, the reason why we got this game is because just look at these colors. Look how beautiful the artwork is. It just looks great, and they're reaching for that scarab. Oh, can't quite get it. But we're going to get it. Okay, so this is awesome game. We love this game. It's very simple, and I think that's the reason why I like it. And our kids can play it because there's two different variations you can do on it. So first variation, I'm going to go like this because there are balloons. Maybe. Whoa. No, it's not working right now. It's funny. Regardless, it's fun. Yeah, my kids love playing the variation where you cover up the scarabs instead of trying to trap them into different quadrants, because that's the variation that you should be playing if you are a more advanced thinker and everything. But they can play both of them. You're the more advanced. Are you kidding? I mean, you contain all the brain waves here. Nobody else can like read your mind or anything, you know? Or something. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into it. We are in our live board game. All right, so as you can see, we just have empty little frames here. This is how the game starts. These cards are actually, I'm going to show you really quick. They just have the backing here. It just says Scarabya, and then on the other side, you're going to see a shape, and that will come into play. But I sleeve them because my kids have been playing this game a lot, and they will wreck the cards really quick. So sleeves, always, I love sleeves. So first things first, we're going to have Sir. He's going to pick how we're going to set up the board. And the way that this works is he can set it up any way he wants to. As soon as he gets it set up, I set it up exactly the same. Now, I used to have a phobia of scarabs crawling under my skin and eating me from the inside out, like in The Mummy. That's why this always reminds me of the movie The Mummy, honestly, because like that. Oh, I love it. Like scared. I don't know. The Mummy. I love The Mummy.
You're on the wrong side of the river.
Hey, Betty. Yeah. Or the key. I don't know. There's just like a lot of random ones that pop in my head. But childhood trauma does happen in some certain movies. Apparently, like Jurassic Park. Not a good one for my wife either. So The Mummy, Jurassic Park, there's just like a whole handful or whatever. But in the meantime, I actually got to go grab a cord because my phone is pretty close to dying. So I need to grab a cord while you set up your board and tell them what you're doing, sir. See you later.
Really, Hurricane? You're dogging on my childhood here. That was the most enjoyable parts of my childhood. Trauma came from elsewhere. Let's see here. Set it up. Don't think it really matters all that much. Maybe it does, and I just don't know what I'm doing. Which is the more likely scenario? Oh. So if a puzzle piece doesn't fit, I've learned a trick. There we go. Okay, so we're going to set it up like that. I've played this game once before, but it was a while ago, and I don't remember exactly how to play. So this should be fun.
Go ahead and get your mountains in.
Okay, so the mountains get placed in. I'll put one there. Put one there. Mount Rainier. The Lonely Mountain.
This one might be Everest.
The Misty Mountains. K2. Ben Lomond Peak. All right, we're there.
And I'm back. He has set up his board, so now I have to figure out which ones he did. Looks like he has this one here. Oh, yes, you. Oh, shoot. We're going to say not now to this. It's trying to get me to install stuff, and if I do that, it could just mess up everything. Let's be real. All right, so it's, how do you have that? Like this. Okay, Jurassic Park trauma also. That is still ongoing. Actually, she had this dream the other night of our son Archie being chased by those little dinosaurs from the Lost World at the beginning that eat the little girl. Yeah, the little like
They don't eat her. She's fine.
Oh yeah, it's true. We never saw it.
No,
so,
no,
you
no.
know,
no.
it's like-
He says, "Oh, she's fine. She's fine."
oh well, okay. then
She,
we're
she,
good.
she, she lives. She lives through it. Trauma over.
She had this dream though of like of Archie getting eaten. So yeah, it's
So
been
when that movie came out, my dad took my autistic brother and my eldest brother out to see it. They were like 7 and 9 in the movie theaters, and my autistic brother sits down with popcorn and a drink in the movie theater over in Layton Hills Mall at the time in Utah, and they just both of them, right? And when the T-Rex actually gets seen for the first time and comes out, his drink went one way onto one of the people, and his popcorn went the other way, and he was up the aisle. And my dad was laughing, but went to go get him. And the guy who got hit with the popcorn was really annoyed, and the guy who got hit with the drink was dying of laughter.
Oh my gosh. Which goes to show there's different reactions to how things go down. You know, it's.
And then my dad would spend the next like 3 weeks making dinosaur noises at nighttime around the house, because that's my family.
That is the true trauma of movies like that. Is the recurring.
The Jurassic Park one I get because I watched a kid go through it.
The reaction, I love it. Yeah, so she's correcting. Yes, it was was them chasing Archie and trying to eat him. So he didn't actually get eaten. It was just the process of chasing, and she was trying to help. But
I'm going to be honest. I'd be more worried about Archie eating them.
That's fair. I mean, he'd probably turn around and be like,
especially if he takes after this guy.
Well, yeah, it's something. It's something. All right, so getting into the game really quick. So the rules of the game are very simple. Everybody has the exact same board, right? So our boards are the exact same. They just are different colors, obviously. I'm in the snowy tundra. He's in the jungles of wherever he wants to be. I don't know. Hawaii with the dinosaurs. That's where you are. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to isolate these different scarabs. Man, you really can't see them, can you? Maybe I'll go like this.
You can. You can see them.
You can see them? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say the little gold scarabs. They're all in these little quadrants. Now, the way that you can get points is if you can trap them into a certain number of squares. So, meaning if I have this right here, and then I put this right here, I have trapped this scarab in a box of 4 squares. Meaning this scarab would score me 4 points. Okay. So you have to trap them accordingly. If you happen to only trap it in 1 square, it's only worth 1 point.
What happens if you trap multiple in a 4 square?
If you happen to trap multiple in a 4 square, each one of them in that square gets 4 points.
Got it.
So if you happen to get 3 in a 4 square little spot, good on you. Because like it's hard to do, but if you can do it, it scores you massive points, and that's how you actually end up winning. So if you can do that as much as you can, all the better. Now, the only other caveat is we are going to be going at the same pace, same like pieces, right? So we flip it, whatever that piece is, we put it in. The first piece has to be placed in one of the 4 quadrants. It can't overlap. It has to start in one of the full quadrants, okay? And then future pieces have to be placed right next to. They are not next to if they're diagonal. One side or face has to be touching.
Okay.
Just one square face, okay? Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. And this game really goes quick because you can just like draw it. You look, try and do like the best you can. But if you want to get super methodical and strategic about it, yes, you can, and it'll take a little bit longer, obviously. But ultimately, like a pretty chill game. You can just do it at your own leisure. Each person takes their own time, etc. So like that's how we're going to kind of do it. Talking with you guys at the same time. All right. Wow.
My head was itching.
Okay.
Helmet hair is the worst.
Helmet hair. All right, so our first piece here, we're going to be doing this piece. So we get to find that. There we go. That is the one for me. Now we're going to be looking at our boards, trying to figure out the best way that we want to do it for our board. Trying not to obviously cheat or anything. You know, I prefer you not to. But again, different pieces will come up at different times, which makes it.
Do we both have to put it in the same quadrant, or
no? You can choose whatever one you want to do. You try not to cover up the scarabs because that means that you're covering up potential points, but you do have to put it fully in one of the quadrants. All right. try from here. And this is the great thing about this game is like we have the same boards. We're looking at the exact same thing, but we're doing something completely different, right? So we could be looking at each other's boards and cheating, but next piece is
The cross.
the cross. And remember, it has to go one side facing. You can't go diagonal off of anything, so
Do they have to connect?
they have to connect by just one face off of that
Okay.
one that you placed. Oh gosh. Let's try right there. This is where it gets fun.
And I am allowed to breach borders now, right?
Yes, you can breach borders anytime now. It's just that first piece played. Okay, here's our next piece we're looking at. And that,
Is that one?
indeed, that is the one. This is the one. Oh, man. This is where it gets fun. When I say fun,
I was gonna say, it didn't sound like you meant that.
it's like, do you cover different things? Because you can try and like look ahead at what pieces you have, and you're like, okay, so what's going to help me out here? But a lot of times you end up messing yourself up anyway. And the thing is, if you have a 5, oh hey, we got a new follower. Welcome, hey Dead Ghost Pixels. What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
Welcome to the stream, and thanks for the follow. Greatly appreciated. All right. Have you ever played this game? Have you seen this game? Are you a big board gamer? All the questions, all the stuff. You're already done? Man, I have to figure this out.
Thanks, we work hard on it.
Alrighty. Loving the setup. Yep, never heard of this game. It's a great game. Super simple, super easy, super fun in my opinion, but I am struggling here. I'm fairly alarmed here.
Every Jeff Goldblum
Oh,
quote. Please, just give it.
We're going to start doing them. All right, next piece is our U-shape here.
Okay, so we're trying to capture scarabs by surrounding them with our pieces here.
And we got to isolate them into different quadrants if we can, and that's how we score the points overall. But we have to use these pieces in sequence as they come out, and they have to be touching, otherwise you don't get to place that where it is. Now I'm going to do my first scoring here. I think this is my best move, because if I do anything else, it's going to be...
I am going to... Ooh.
Because if I do that, it's only going to give me... Yeah, this is probably my best one. I love the board games. I have a few, but not clued in on a lot. I have a few, but not many people to play with, so they are more display pieces for my amusement. So you just like to buy a whole bunch of like boxes, essentially, that have things in them and just like display them around the house? That sounds excellent. I mean, there's people who do that with, you know, different action figures, toys, Lego sets, all the things. So as long as it makes you happy, keeps you company, I think there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest. So you do what you want to do, man. Just do it.
Okay, you got your first scoring?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys here, first scoring that I have done. You're currently sleeving your copy of Heat if you have ever played Heat. One of my favorite new games I've had.
I haven't played that one.
I don't know if maybe I've seen it, but off the top of my head, I'm kind of drawing a blank. I'd like to, we actually should look that up. I don't know if you have your phone there. I can't look at it. My phone's this one right here. So it's a racing game. Ooh, Heat. I like that. Okay, so over here I have quarantined off 2 scarabs in a 4 spot. So I am going to be getting 4 for each of those scarabs. But Heat, this game, it's a racing game. The only racing game that I've really got as far as board games is called Rush and Bash. It's a little bit more of a kind of kid game, I guess you could say. But you're like literally racing around a track. I was going to do that tonight, actually, was Rush and Bash. But that's a fun one, too. There's an expansion for it, different stuff like that. So you hate racing games, but when I played it, was very surprised. The mechanics and scoring was very fun. Indeed. There's a lot of games that happen like that. Like this one, we didn't know how it was going to be, but really enjoyed like the mechanics of it, because like it can be really methodical, really strategic, but at the same time it can just be for kids. You know, anybody can play it essentially, and that's what I love, being able to have other people that can play it of all ages. Is it popping up your Heat? Oh, okay. I have actually seen that game. I have not played it yet, but it does look pretty cool. So Okay, same mechanics. So you just have your track and that you're working on and racing around against other racers, obviously other players. But that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks pretty fun.
I think next stream maybe we'll do Rush and Bash so that you can see.
We
that
play a
one as
lot of
well.
games on this channel, so we have it here, and we have a lot of our videos on YouTube. If you're ever looking for a new game or even a single player game, which we play a lot of those,
Yep. Hop on over to YouTube.
hop on
and
over
see.
there, look at our top tens, look at any of that, and you get a pretty good idea of what we play. But we love suggestions. Like, we ask for them every single stream.
So I love that. Heat. We're gonna write that one down. Hurricane in the comments just said the only racing game we play is Camel Up, which yes, we play that one a lot. If you haven't heard of that one is an excellent game.
We just played that one recently.
Yeah, it was
on the stream,
probably like a month or two ago, but like really fun one. You can check that one out on the past streams that we've done. Really fun. Camel Up is a great game if you've not heard of it. So I've scored. You haven't scored anything, right? Camel Up is great. Good. You've heard of it. Oh, I love that. There's the double thumbs up. Fireworks for you, sir.
Scored.
Ooh, he scored 2 4s as well. All right. Did you have to cover up any Scarabs for that?
Yes, one.
I did too. It happens. No, Camel Up is an awesome game. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I saw it on Facebook probably like a year ago, but somebody made a life-size Camel Up essentially. So like each camel is literally like this big, just like huge, and they like had them stacked and they were playing it in their living room and stuff. They had made it each of the space. It was awesome. It was awesome. Okay, mind explaining what's going on. Is it similar to Carcassonne? I got to be honest, I've not played that one. So what's happening here is we have our boards are the exact same. So the setup will always change. You have one player who sets up their board, and then everybody else has to mimic it. So we all have the same board. We're all drawing the same pieces at the same time. And then beyond that, you are trying to quarantine each of the Scarabs into little locations because it's in a grid pattern. And if you can do that, like we've done here, we each got 2 different Scarabs in a 4 square quadrant, which means that we're 4 points. Now, if it was 3, it'd be 3, 2, and 1, right? But if you have 5, it doesn't score anything.
So you have to get them down to at least within 4 squares, and then however many Scarabs you have in there, each one of them will be worth the amount of squares you've sequestered them into 4 or less. So if you had, 1 Scarab in 3, you'd get 3 points. But if you had 2 of them inside of 3 blocks that you've managed to quarantine, you'd get 6 points. So you're trying to do that, and because we have the same board set up exactly and the same cards coming out each time, it just comes down to who can see how to play this Tetris a little bit better.
Which you're already ahead of me on this. Okay. This one was going to be fun. This one's going to destroy me, actually. Because I don't really have any good... Because if I do that, then I could potentially ruin... Oh. But then do I just go down the middle?
I think you should put it here.
Oh, right across 2 of them? I like that idea.
Yeah.
Get out. No. Go away. Leave.
Keep wanting to reach for my eggnog, but
can't quite drink. It'll be entertaining if you do. All right. I would have done this, but this gives me 5, and otherwise that just kills those ones. I don't want to do that. This takes out 2 of my potential guys, and I don't really want to do that either.
I think there's probably your best bet.
It's like there, but then how do I get this one? Very cool. Carcassonne is a co-op with individual scoring, tiling, placing game, and each tile can build areas which score points.
Sounds really interesting.
I've been a really big fan of co-op lately. I really like co-op games because then it's a little bit more of like, let's meld our minds together.
Are you just tired of getting beat?
Yes. Okay. You got me. I mean, you got me. All right, I'm good on that piece. Okay, we're gonna move on. Make a list. You guys start making a list.
I'm already on
it. All right, we're on our T shape for the next one. I think this is what I'm gonna do. Maybe.
Oh, I have played that. That is a really fun game.
I've seen it everywhere. I've just never actually played.
I do like Carcassonne. That is a very fun game.
Welcome, one and all. Glad you guys could make it onto the stream. We're just playing through Scarabya here, trying to do our best to quarantine these Scarabs into little sections to score the best points that we can. And I'm being beat by a rug. Yes, you're the rug.
Who you calling Oopits Day?
Oopits Day. Okay. Wow. Dang it. Because that's 5. Right? Oh, and it has to be touching too. So, because it can do that, it gives me a 3. And there are pieces potentially that can go in here and still score me some points. This might be my best bet without killing myself. So I got 2 3s quarantined here, which is great. Love that. Now those new that have joined in the stream. Oh, so what are your both favorite games? Oh my gosh. So like he said, on our channel, we've gone through like a top 10 overall, like between the two of us.
Yeah,
so
we play literally hundreds of games.
We have so many games. But we did a top 10 on our YouTube channel that shows, I'd say our top 10, what, like 3 years ago was when we did that one. It has changed.
As new games have come in,
yes.
We've changed that. We've revamped that a little bit.
For me, it's still a consistent for me, and I think for him. But a Betrayal at House on the Hill is one of our like #1 games. I don't know where we ranked it. It's in the top 3 for sure for both of us. That's a great like kind of party co-op game, but then turns into a versus game later because you have a trader and everything. Excellent game. We love that game. They did come out with a new edition for it, which I still have yet to play it because I started going through the instructions, and it's a little bit different than the 2nd edition. The 3rd edition, they've like taken away a lot more of the randomization, it feels like. So you're only doing certain ones that you can play in one go through instead of here's 100 options you don't know.
Yeah, he also likes Betrayal. Sweet.
Yes, which is excellent.
Or they.
Hey, you did the same thing as me. Excellent.
Awesome.
But you also get a 1 right there.
I do indeed.
Nice. No one likes playing it when I can get around to it as how hard it is to grasp. But I've played the 1st edition a few times. Yeah, ultimately, like obviously 1st and 2nd edition are pretty much the same game. Mm-hmm. Then they added the Widow's. Is it?
I haven't played the new one yet.
Yeah, you have. We've played it, and it has the extra 50 scenarios. But that's the expansion. We haven't played the new 3rd edition.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The new.
But yeah,
one.
it is a hard one to grasp because there's so many rules, and like literally every time we play it, there's always a discrepancy in the rules. And my wife can attest to this, maybe in the comments or not, but it is there's always some little loophole that she finds or that he finds, and
then later she gets mad at it.
Yeah.
My favorite time playing ever was still when we played. We went up to the middle of the woods. We have a lot of really good, scary, spooky woods around here, and this is one that you basically have to take horseback all the way up or a good truck. And there's just woods and mountains all around you in a canyon. And we set up tiki torches around us, and we actually got a scenario where you're descending into hell, and it was just perfect.
Yeah, that game is very much a mood game for us. We love playing, like, especially during Halloween, we'll turn on some like Halloween music, like the creepy like stuff like that while we're playing it, and we have the lights out. Sometimes we'll just have a lantern, maybe a couple of like LED tea lights, stuff like that. So it's so much fun for us. We we really do love this game. That could kill it. But yeah, the 3rd edition does take the rules quality of life changes from the children's Scooby-Doo, which we do love the show. I just don't want it in Betrayal. I mean, you can take it how it is, but that's my take on it. I don't want to do that. That's only a 3. This one is a challenge. Are you running into the same thing?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Okay. That kills it there.
Do that. I'm off the board.
So we go here. I get 2 4s. There are no discrepancies in the rules. You just have to understand the English language properly to understand the rules. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, she will tell you.
You've never met his wife. She swaggers up there like the prosecuting attorney. Actually, if you take the precedence of the case we played 4 years ago.
Your Honor,
Mysterium is a good game. That one is another good one.
Yes, actually, I've been teaching my family that lately. There's still like some of them get it, and some of them are still just like it's beyond them.
Is it okay to build over the mountain?
No, you cannot build over the mountain because she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. So you can't build.
Well, maybe she should go somewhere else.
Okay, you might be right, but Man, yeah. Mysterium is great though. Like I personally like being the dead person, the spirit that's trying to portray the messages. But also you get people who backlash at you and say that you're terrible at giving hints when you have really crappy cards and you have nothing else to do, like nothing that coincides with what they need. Yeah, it's just terrible, and you just hope and pray that people will get it. Still, great game, love it. I agree with you fully. Yes, that's the one that I was waiting for. Okay. I actually could go.
I could do this and block off and like bury all of my scarabs. So that
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best one for this section. I'm gonna get a Juan, so not great, but a 3.
Yeah, this is the second time I've ever played this game.
Another
It's not
3.
going well.
I think you're doing okay. It's okay if I win. It's totally cool. You're always the ghost, which I'm bored of now, and when I have to explain to people why I gave them what I gave them, always makes people question my brain. Okay, maybe we should play this game. Like maybe we'll do that on the stream here soon, so that you can be a part of this and you can be like, pick number 3, my lord. You know, like whatever, because it's the same thing. I've had all 7 or 8 players that could play that at the same time, and I give them all different things, and some of them just like understand me right off the bat, and others are just like, what is this? Like I don't get it, because they're all helping each other, of course, but. I can get where it could be a little frustrating and boring after a certain amount of time, but still love the game and love that it's kind of like Clue, but you have actual clues from somebody, but they're really obscure, and I think it's great. There's another one that's called Obscurio by the same people, but you're like the grimoire or whatever. You're like the book that is giving them hints of how to get out of the building. Oh my gosh, these are coming out right where I want them. Love this.
Not me.
All right, there's 2 4s for me.
Yeah, these guys slaughtering me right now.
Well, yeah, but Obscurio is a very good one. You're all like sorcerers trapped in like the labyrinth of the library. That's what it was. I'm trying to think of the word. But just like tons of ways to escape. There's like 6 portals. You have to go through each one, whatever. But you're only given a couple of hints from the grimoire or whatever, and it's great because you have to get everybody to go there. But then there's also a traitor, so it kind of like pulls in Betrayal at House on the Hill meets Mysterium in a way. So it's pretty fun. I think it's great. Yes, you know it. Same with Dixit. Yes, we have Dixit as well. This is more simpler with the same style cards. You create a story. Yeah, exactly. So Dixit's a little bit more, in my opinion, it's a little bit more of like the childish side of that creator's game, because I mean it's all the same creator, same artwork, same everything. But Mysterium and Obscurio are definitely. I feel like Mysterium's the hardest, like strategically and like trying to give people hints. And then it goes Obscurio, and then Dixit is probably the most simple. Did we get a new one, or are you still trying to...
I'm just trying to figure things out.
Oh, you're already planned ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you planned ahead already. I'm just getting
I only
slaughtered
planned
on it.
ahead for a second. Oh, this is amazing. You were drawing everything perfectly.
I'm drawing nothing I need and everything that just completely screws up my game.
All right, that's another 2 4s for me. Woohoo! Love it. Woo!
Glad I could help.
This is the main reason why I have wait, I don't know what you are anymore. Slender Man. Why I have Slender Man playing with me constantly is because he makes me look good in some games. Other games, he destroys me. But more often than not, I'm teaching him a game he's never played and everything. So
he puts himself on home turf and then goes, see, I'm better than you.
Not everybody can win like I win. No. And then there's other games where you guys just completely demolish me, so it kind of goes both ways, but
All right. Second to last one. Oh, I don't want this one. No, I wanted the other one.
Yeah, same. I would have taken the other one, but...
I could have gotten 2 more 4s out of the other one.
I am going to be done, because I'm going to get 2 more 4s here. And then I have a grouping of 5 right here that I can't do anything with.
If I could have gotten this one.
So, ooh. Well, you can still... Oh, you can't.
Nope.
That is the other thing, is when you're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, you have to play a piece if it can be played. You cannot skip over the piece. So you can't be like, no, I'd rather save it for this piece because it's going to get me more points. You have to play the piece. So he's got to try and work it out to where... I mean, that's still 4 points. It's not bad.
It's not 8, though.
It's not 8. but it's not. Oh, and you got messed up here too.
Yeah, I got messed up there, here, and
here, everywhere. Yep. But that's ultimately, like, honestly, we could have gone through this way faster. Like, you can, like, whip this game out so fast.
Look how many, the darker the token is, the higher the points. In case you can't see the numbers.
So I had one light one.
Look at his board, all of the dark ones. Look at mine.
So at this point, you're just going to add up your total points. And, you know, for people's sake, we have to do this. You know?
Do they go negative?
No, they do not go negative. It's actually excellent. So...
Come upstairs, Steve. We're spitting on bugs.
Come upstairs, we're spitting on bugs. Love it. I got a 3 and a 1 there. Really sad that I got more 3s than I wanted. And 2s. But...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
This is the one guy you don't want to lose to.
Oh, no.
Most people are sore losers. He's a sore winner.
Could have done so much more, you know? And there's been... Okay, so this game blows my mind because I love doing it. And, like, if it comes out in the right way, like this... I felt like this round really worked to my favor in the way that I was placing things.
I felt the same.
Until it didn't, right? No. But I will play with my son, and when we first got this game, he was like 7, right? And the first time he played it, he wrecked me. Like, I really don't know how he did it, but he was just like, oh, here's another 4. Oh, here's another 4. Like, just demolished me. So it can be played by anybody, and they don't even have to know exactly what they're doing, and it just might fall the way that they need it to. You know, it works out. So,
how many did you get?
We got 4, 6, 8.
Can you take your socks off?
40. Can you spread out your fingers for me? That'd be great. One more round. You think one more round after this? Maybe we show the other variation to this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I have 40, 49, 50. I had 55.
32.
32. So 55 to 32. So there it is. It can go one way or it could go the completely wrong way. So we're going to mix it up right now. We're going to do another round, says my wife, because it did go very fast. So that was good. That was good, though. Okay, so that is the normal way to play. So you just play it, set it up. Everybody has the same stuff. Everybody gets the same cards at the same time. Now on this version, and you are, what I was saying, you quarantine off the Scarabs. Now in this version, we're going to be trying to cover up the Scarabs. You don't want to score points. You get negative points if you have any Scarabs showing, essentially. So you want to get rid of all the Scarabs as best you can. Okay. So
you set it up this time, and
I will set it up, and it's the same exact setup essentially. You can just like put it however you want to. I'm going to do that. Let's do this and make it fun. Just more of the empty spaces in the middle of the board. That's what I like. All right, there you go. There you go. I mean, even though this is your second time playing it, you still enjoy it? Did you like it the first time?
No,
I can't even remember.
I remember liking it. So I remember this was one of the games I played when I had been like working at the lab for like 17 hours straight, and then I came straight here.
And you're like, oh, I have to play a game, and then I'm like, let's play this simple thing. And you're like, oh, okay.
It's kind of fun. I messed up, I think. No, I did not. Okay.
Perfect. Now get your mountains in, and I'll shuffle these up a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, we seriously love games, though. Like any kind of games. We love game suggestions, like he said earlier. So if you drop any of those into the comment section or the chat, we love looking them up. We're going to look up Heat and Carcassonne, or Carcassonne, or whatever it is.
I've already got them pegged.
Perfect.
So.
Because I actually do have $25 at our local board game store for free.
Nice.
But that's it's not really for free because I spent a lot of money there. But
I was gonna say,
you know, it's a reward program.
On Jamie's shop. Yeah.
I have not been to Jamie's, but like I really should just go in with you again because when that happens, I usually get some kind of bonus or whatever.
Yeah, I'm so close with the board game shop. I literally just walk behind the counter where all the like $1,000 like Magic the Gathering cards are, and I just start rifling through stuff, pick out a few things, and I'll like help customers, and then like. And
then he's like, "Yeah, you can take those."
And then I pick what I want, and I leave cash on the counter, and I leave, and the whole time he's just sitting there playing games with the kids, and he's like, "Bye, Brandon."
You got to have a gamer friend like that who actually owns a game store. That's the dream, really. I mean, you are living the dream, sir.
it's fun.
Let's be real. But I agree. Dead Ghost Pixels, do it. List your favorite. Just start with like top 10, like first top 10 that come to your head. We will list them as well as while we are playing. So we talked about Betrayal. Betrayal is one. One of mine, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called Spirit Island.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh
Love
my
that
gosh,
one.
strategically, like this game. So I've never before like dreamt of any kind of game. Like video games have like captivated my mind. So when I'm sleeping, like sometimes I dream in that like space, like StarCraft. That did it for me when I was a kid. I was dreaming about like creating armies and attacking other people, whatever. But never had a board game done that. And then I played Spirit Island. And this game, like, oh my gosh, I love it because it's like chess, and it just like captivated me every step of the way. It was amazing. Ooh, Century. With Century, is it the Century Golem Edition? Because I have played that, love that game. Happy Little Dinosaurs. Never heard of that. Quacks of Quedlingberg. We do have that, and we played that 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
That is on our live streams as well. Chameleon. Yep, that's a good party one.
Heat, which we now have pegged.
Yep. And then Heat, Flamecraft. Okay, Flamecraft. I was gonna get that for Christmas. What, last 2 years, 1 or 2 years ago? I can't remember. But oh my gosh, like artwork, and that's you'll hear me say this in like our YouTube videos and our channel, everything like that. We buy most of our games based off of the artwork.
No,
So
they
if it
walk
looks
in and
good-
go shiny.
Yeah, there's like ooh, new shiny thing, and if we turn around, the back still looks good, and it's like not too many pieces, not too complicated looking. We're just like, yeah, let's do it, and like, oh, so good, so
Yeah.
good. So Flamecraft, yes.
Show me the money.
Was that the StarCraft cheat? I can't remember. Oh yeah, yes, it was. Show me the money. That was like get the infinite
I was
money.
Warcraft all the way. We're both a little older, but I was Warcraft because that's what came out first. I can remember every cheat code for that one. I just recently beat StarCraft for the first time. What, like last year?
Yep. Was that the StarCraft 2 that you're talking
StarCraft
about?
2,
You went
yeah.
back and did 1, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I went back and did 1.
Yep.
I'd never played it before. I did all of 1, and then I played through all of 2 and all of the
Mm-hmm.
things. I'm like, oh, I missed so much because those games came out when I was in college, and so yeah, it's been a hot minute since for me, I was already kind of past that stage where I could just sit down and enjoy those from beginning to end. But yeah, StarCraft, really fun.
Man, you got me wanting to talk about all these things too.
So
'cause-
we've got Spirit Island and Betrayal. For me,
Betrayal,
Harry
yep.
Potter Hogwarts Battle.
Okay, that's actually for me too. We're big Harry Potter fans in my home, so we have that, and we have all the expansions.
But
Love it. Just-
Hogwarts Battle, you don't even have to know anything about Harry Potter. Still a solid deck builder game. And we like deck builders. The best one is DC Deck Builder. Best deck builder that has ever been. It is incredible. Like, I showed it to him, 10 years ago, and he walked in and dropped like
This is-
over
okay,
$100.
Mind you, this is when I was single, and I was like, we had become friends, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you love board games too, sweet, this is awesome. And he's like, you got to play this game.
Betrayal brought us together.
Yeah, Betrayal brought us together and mentioned that, and he was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But then he showed me DC deck building, and I went and probably dropped about $300 and got like multiple of the expansion base games, as well as a couple of the expansion, like there's crisis packs that make it cooperative as well. And so like I went nuts. And then that was when you also introduced me to card sleeves.
Yes.
Which
he didn't know what card sleeves were. So
I was like,
we're
I'd
sitting
seen
there,
them, but I was like, what's the point?
He had
I don't
like
get it.
a good 50, 60 games at that point with cards, and he had no idea what card sleeves were. And I told him, okay, yeah, this is a big one, so card sleeves are a little bit expensive. And he goes, what's a card sleeve? We're sitting there, like, in the game store, and I looked at him.
He's like, this whole back wall right here.
And I like turned him around 180, and the entire back wall was just card sleeves, and I'm like, those.
He's like, I don't understand. But then when I was looking at it, I'm like, I'm spending hundreds of dollars on this game. Why not protect my investment kind of thing
With
to make
some
it last?
penny
Yeah,
sleeves?
like with penny sleeves. Yeah, it makes sense. And Trina has a cheeseburger. I am kind of just, I know he's hungry. We're going to get food after this round for
And
sure.
I can't drink my eggnog, so it's
I just hated how with 4 to 5 people, it's all
RNG on
on
the
Harry Potter.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's one of the few games I get my mother play. I'd say another one that's one of our favorites would have to be the Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, Red Dragon Inn. Oh gosh, we were introduced to that. The guy said it was literally a dating, like a drinking game. He's like, oh, it's just a drinking game, drinking and gambling. And we're like, what? Are you kidding? Oh, now Trina's going into Age of Empires. But, oh gosh. Age of Empires was so good. I think Fog of War was one that like revealed the whole map in StarCraft, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong too with the cheat code. But to be fair, you're only sleeving your games tonight. I came across my sleeves from my Pokemon days, and it was like, oh, I definitely should repurpose these. Agreed. Our kids have their own Pokemon cards, but we don't have. I haven't given them any sleeves. We do have like protector, like where you can have like a whole sheet and it has 3x4 or whatever for cards. That's where they keep their Pokemon cards. But yeah, sleeving games, especially with how many games we play and how frequently we tend to play them, and with kids, it's just a good idea. Just protect your investment, man. It's great. But I did buy a lot of expansions while we were dating, babe. I agree, we did. But I did buy a lot when yeah, it was great. When I was single and everything. So, and same rules apply. You still have to be touching the surface of the sun, of the previous ones you have placed.
So this time we're trying to cover up, right?
Yes, you're trying to get rid of.
For whatever reason, I messed up that last.
Oh, you already messed up.
I was trying to. Okay, I'll just scoot it over one. That's fine.
No. you can look at it again and do what you want. But
Okay.
even though I have about 20 games, only 3 of them are the normal card size, and then there's some that don't fit the box with the sleeves. Okay, I actually had to special order for all of the Harry Potter ones, the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, because the regular deck that you draw from are regular size, but then you have the little square size, but those don't even fit in the regular, there's, I don't know, it's weird. So I had to special order them.
There are a bunch of websites where you can get sleeves just as cheap, with exact. They go by millimeter for some reason.
Yes.
So you have to kind of convert everything to millimeter.
The rest of the world is millimeter. It's crazy. So.
We're the only weirdos over here in the U.S.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
Too rough on that one. Too rough. Okay. This is working out. Pretty good. Pretty girl. Pretty
good. I swim pretty good. We do a lot of movie references just randomly.
If you're catching any of the movie references, you're our people. We love just dropping a whole bunch of random quotes. Sometimes we'll stump each other, sometimes we won't, and we just go on and on with those same things. So, yeah, even though it's something don't fit in the box. Yep. Okay, I really want to sleeve Flamecraft, but cards are tiny. Are they like the really, really tiny ones? Like, have you played? Have you heard of the game? Oh, that's another game that I like. That's a recent game, but it's called Honey Buzz. So Honey Buzz has a lot of little tiny cards, but essentially you're a bee going out collecting pollen, nectar, but building your honeycomb hive, and you are trying to make honey out of the nectar and pollen that you've created, and then you sell it at the market, and those market cards are tiny. Oh, great game. Maybe we'll have to play. There's so many games we need to play.
We play Honey Buzz on channel.
We have that on our YouTube channel. We have not done it live yet. So that one is definitely a looker. If you wanted to look into that, I'm going to go right there. All right, next. Perfect. Is your channel collection on Board Game Geek? I think it is, actually. I don't know if my channel is per se, but I'm pretty sure my personal name is. I'd have to look at it. Holy crap.
Who was it that asked us to put our videos up on their thing to advertise their board game? Do you remember?
Oh, it was the people who... So, I do have a list. So, to answer your question, yes, I have a list on Board Game Geek. It has all the stuff that I have. But I would have to give you my other username or whatever that I have for Board Game Geek. Because I know that it's not under Game Night Tonight. But our channel is under Game Night Tonight. You can see the logo right here in the top right corner here. You look for that logo, just write Game Night Tonight, all space between everything, and you should find that channel. That's where you're going to find all of our, we do reviews on different games so that you get the gameplay through, like we're doing right now where we explain it, but also we have reviews. We're like, okay, this game is about this, blah, 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 and it's just a quicker version.
We also have unboxings and spotlights.
Yep. So we're trying to do kind of the whole gamut of everything. You can check it out, a lot of different games. You'll see what we have, even if we have never played it on the channel.
And we try and encounter as many scenarios in the more complicated games, like Firefly, the board game. It's one of my top favorites.
Jeez, that's a good one. And that brings me to the next thing that you said. There was somebody that reached out to us, and it was the creators of Firefly, the game. If you've ever seen the show, great show, by the way.
Board game, incredible.
The board game is apparently right on point. You know Firefly better than I do. I've seen the show once.
I know Firefly better than most people.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But great game, like phenomenal game in that regard. It's huge. Okay, it's gosh, so many good things. Your friends cosplay their characters but never heard of the game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the creators of the game actually reached out to us because we had done a game playthrough, and they were like, this is actually one of the better ways of explaining this game that we've seen done.
And the 10th or 20th anniversary of the board game just came out
Yep.
last week. Incredible.
Yeah, and to hype it up, they, like, for their pre-sale and everything, they asked if they could advertise our video on their website for that. And so we did, and, like, it was great.
It was like our one rise to fame in the
Yeah, it was
industry.
like, ha ha ha, people
Our channel
may
with
not know
all
us, but, you know,
700 followers.
That's
just,
right, that's right. It was great, though.
This is more an excuse for us to get together every week. But we love doing this.
Yes.
So we of course, put it up here for everybody else to join in.
All right, we are on to our next.
So we're pretty casual here.
Absolutely. Super low key, you know. Ooh.
This was not a good one to come out right
Appreciate it. Thank you for the congratulations. I don't like this one either. This one's not ideal.
now. Can I put a kitty corner in?
I guess I'll just stick it here in the middle. That was a throwaway piece, but it still covered up a scarab. No, like this is more of like a passion thing that we're doing together. We just love playing games. We love interacting with people. So when people get into the chat like you are, we love it because we get ideas of board games, things that you like. That gives us ideas to like, okay, we should do this game. We should introduce this game. We should try that game. There's one that somebody mentioned earlier. It was on one of our YouTube videos, but they had mentioned, if you've seen the movie The Labyrinth or The Dark Crystal, both movies from the like early 90s, I'd say.
Late 80s.
Was it late 80s, early 90s, in that realm right there. But both Muppet movies. One's with David Bowie.
They're both Jim Henson.
Yeah, just great movie. Like, I grew up on them, love them, but they have board games for both of them. And they mentioned that in the comments, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to play these. I need to play these. If only you had someone prettier to make your channel better.
That would be his wife.
That's my wife, and she's not here right now, but
we stream, so if you ever see our like playing Apex or something like that, she'll be on.
Oh wait, you just did a new one. Did you already place it? Oh, you did.
I did. Yeah.
You little, as my wife says, scum buzzard.
Scum buzzard.
All right. Yes, but she does make this channel look a lot prettier. I mean, we hide his face, for goodness sake, and then mine, I'm just kind of like, here, I'm like, just take me to the beach.
Trust
I
me,
really
this
don't
mask
care. Just,
makes the channel a lot prettier by default.
You live in a very small town full of old people, and my nearest city is over an hour away, so it's hard for me to actively partake
So
in
that's
this
actually
hobby.
how we met, because
Yep.
we were meeting at the same gathering place for youth with our church group. I had to drive about 45 minutes to an hour to get there because I was living in a town. My graduating class was 17, just to give you an idea.
Not 17, if you didn't hear that through the mask.
Yeah,
but
and so
very
like,
small. Very
I
tiny.
know exactly what you're talking about. So I used to drive all the way out just so I could hang out with people like him. And I remember the first night that we got together, I put him in the back of this gigantic person over here. I put him in I'm not that small. He's just huge. I put him in the back of my my little what did I have, a little Chevy.
It's your red car,
It was
whatever
a
that
tiny
is.
little. It was like a Veil, a little red car that I had in my early days of college, and I was feeling a little self conscious, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you like board games? I'm like, yeah. I've been playing this one recently called Betrayal, and he's like, I love
Wait,
Betrayal.
did you say betrayal? And I was just like, oh my gosh.
And
it's
that's
history
what-
from there.
So,
So
if you have a game store a little bit away from you, it's a good place to meet people,
it's true.
and then
it's
you can't
true.
get rid of them for like a couple decades.
Yeah, well, I don't see you complaining, so I would, shush.
I'm gonna complain if you don't
Yeah.
take your turn.
Oh, well, did we already? You already did that? Wow, how the crap are you going so? French toast. Okay. I need to save some pieces. So maybe I do this. Perfect. Okay. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. If you don't mind me asking, Dead Ghost Pixels. Oh, hey. What up? You subscribed. Love it. Thank you for the subscription. We got Grogu there cheering us on. Appreciate the subscription. But I was going to ask, where do you live? Are you like,
Give a general context.
hey, another
That's possible.
subscription. What up? I love that. Really appreciate it. I really love. Like I had so much fun doing these
Yeah,
like
that one
personalized
looks
things.
really
Like,
I was gonna say the subscription thing's new.
yeah, the subscription is for YouTube, so it's great. So like, get that, and it comes on here. Hey, another subscription! It's great. Live in the UK, it's 4 a.m. Oh gosh.
Oh jeez.
Dude, thank you for being here. Like,
you're our second UK follower.
oh man, we
You guys-
love you guys out there.
Yeah,
Apparently,
we do.
and then, another subscription. What up? I love it. Okay, that's awesome. No, like honestly, the other person that was from
Yeah.
the UK, they were actually saying that out there, you guys like have board game cafes.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I don't know if they have that in your small town, but another subscription. Love it. No, like cafes of just board games.
That
like,
would be a
we would,
dream.
That's like our dream to like start one and like have one. Like yes, a game board store. Yeah, it's great, but like another subscription. Man, it's going crazy. Man, Grogu is just dancing it up.
Subscribed
Like,
on YouTube, but nothing popped up. But I'm there.
you're there. Hey, it'll pop up eventually. Maybe yeah. Main cities. Okay, so not
Yeah.
small town. I really like another subscription.
dude, we're on
Like
a roll.
holy crap! Like Grogu is just dancing up a party right now. No, I think that it should be everywhere. Honestly, like I don't care if you're in a small town. Like, you know, they always play chess or checkers for the old people. So why can't we just have board games for like anybody else? Another subscription. Let's go. Getting it. Gosh, Mandalorian is like. I need to watch that again. Actually, I really like the Mandalorian. And here you are.
I only saw the first season. Yeah, I'm playing a game, Bray. You should join.
Don't talk to me like that. I just need to see if this will work.
So tacky.
Don't. No. I don't think I'm going to be able to cover up one of them.
Yeah, that's my problem. This one's gonna.
This,
I'm gonna
nope,
throw
nope,
one.
nope.
Oh, did you find a way to do it? Oh, what are you
but
doing?
this
The
piece,
wrong one.
I know, and I'm just looking at it to see if I can even.
What
No,
do you-
it won't do it because like I could cover up 3, but I don't have any other pieces.
No,
I
that's
know.
the wrong piece.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Okay.
like I'm just trying to look at like if I could do anything else. Dang it. Do I have a Discord? Yes, indeed, I do have a Discord. I think that one is actually under Palaki. We don't have one set up for the Game Night Tonight channel. I really should do that. Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
So, yeah, I will get a Discord going for Game Night Tonight. That's a wonderful idea. I love that. I'm not going to be able to do one of these
Yep, that's me too. So we'll be on even footing there.
because I don't think I can. I'm trying to figure out. I'm hitting all sorts of. I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's going to be this way. Okay. Oh, you could share your games that way. Yep.
Yeah, that would be way fun.
That would be awesome. Okay, so to place my T, you did the long. Yep, I'm just gonna do that. We already have
me
it like
too.
preconceived what we're doing here, and then boom, covered
think
up
we're
one,
tied.
up top. See, and that's how it rolls. So this one is a lot easier for like kids and stuff, but really easy, really fun. But it teaches especially kids like spatial awareness and like how to look and see shapes as you're going. So I've noticed my kids are picking up on that a lot better, and they're able to see things. Granted, they don't fully play on like it having to touch one side. They just like start covering things up. So either way, they're still learning, and it's great. So great for kids, great for us. I mean, you did much better on that one. That's for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, I definitely
So,
did. It's for kids.
Yeah, it's for kids, and
Yeah.
I guess you're a child. You're
Yeah,
childish.
must be.
I love it. I love it. No, for sure. I'm actually. I'll get that Discord probably started. I'll try and do that this next week or maybe this weekend or whatever. But I'll get that Discord channel set up so that you can share the games. I can share with you my Board Game Geek list as well, so you can see like all the stuff that I currently have. There's one I haven't added that he got me for. Was it Christmas, birthday? What was it? Was it birthday?
I think it was Christmas.
Okay, well, Gloomhaven. He got Gloomhaven for me. I've never played the game. I've seen it everywhere, but I'm excited to bust that one open and get to that. But this is Scarabya. There you have it. 2 versions. So you have the first version, which is a little more strategic, the more challenging version, I would say, to quarantine your different scarabs and get the points that way. And then this one, the more simpler version. But you can play either way. This is a great game, 1 player to 4 players. Like, so you can play this on your own, score things, see if you can better your score, do the best that you can in all sorts of configurations. It's just fun in general because it does change literally every time because the configuration is just different. It's great. It's great.
It is a fun game. Easy to play while you're just chatting for some of us.
Yeah, like as here we are just chatting for some of us. But yeah, Scarabya, pick it up. Again, here is the artwork and everything. Beautiful game. We love the colors. It pops really well. But Scarabya, good one to pick up for if you're a family person, if you're just wanting a quick and easy game, which is kind of what we like sometimes because there's just long days.
Yeah.
And you just want to play a game, do something, activate your mind, but not too much. Great game for that.
Right.
Excellent game for that. Was great fun. Thanks for introducing it. You are very welcome.
Absolutely. And sometimes these streams go about an hour. Sometimes they go about 3 hours. It just completely depends on what we're doing.
Yeah, and like he mentioned before, yes, we do board games here, right? So Friday nights, we're trying to do board game nights. And then during the week, like this week we did Tuesday and Thursday, we do video game streams as well. So if you're into video games as well, we do, like I have an Xbox, he has a PlayStation, we have a Switch as well here. So it's like we just try and get onto different games and just play through them. He's trying to get me on to, I bring this up every single time, but Kingdom Hearts. I need to play through that game because the story
Kid has never played Kingdom Hearts. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Absolutely.
I don't know if he's commenting on that.
I'm gonna
delayed.
I'm
No,
gonna-
don't
I'm
hold
gonna
it
say
to him.
it's
Don't
that.
hold that
It's-
comment to them.
That's
Don't.
what it is.
Love it. But yeah, catch us as much as you can. You'll see us pop up since you're subscribed now. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the subscriptions. It really helps us, and it motivates us even more to like make more content and everything. So it's fun, and we love hanging out with you guys and chatting and everything. So fun fact: your best friend moved to Japan and managed to get a job at. No way.
Oh man, that would be
I have honestly seen so many ads for
So
video game testing lately.
I played Kingdom Hearts when I was the first game came out when I was the same age as the characters, which should date me fairly accurately. And I just loved that game to death. So I've played every single rendition of it. I have all of it. He actually has more board games of it than I do.
It's true.
But
it's true.
yeah,
and we've played those on the channel.
So my brothers are just gaga for it. So we have Kingdom Hearts everything, and we're kind of gamers in my house. So
well, keep us posted on all the new things that you hear from him about the new releases of games, please. Like we'd like to know. I mean, maybe
are they going to do a full remake of Secret of Mana, something like that?
We'd like to hear. But yeah, we do board games, video games. We just love games. So check us out. Follow us. You're already doing that. But if not, just drop comments. I'll get the channel started for Discord. That way we can more freely communicate outside of these chats, which would be a lot of fun. Just to be like, hey, this is the new board game I picked up. We're planning on doing this week. That kind of stuff. Keep you guys posted. But thanks for sticking with us. Go to sleep or stay awake. I don't know whether you're coming home from work.
At this point, you're in that between where it's like, do I even bother, or do I just, if it's dark out, a little bit of rainy, go to bed. Get at least a couple hours in.
I mean, it is the weekend too, so yeah, glad to bump into you as well. Thank you so much for being active in the chat. We love that. We're going to look into those games that you suggested, so greatly appreciated. But get some sleep, have a great weekend, and we will see you next time on Game Night Tonight.
Bye.
Later.